The New York Giants are a complete joke yet again. They have deviated back to the norm of being the most sorry franchise in the whole NFL. It is a complete disgrace. Hello, I am Costless Titan, and I appreciate you joining me yet again for another New York Football Giants video because these are a pain to do. They really are a pain to do. Just as bad as watching this fucking team try to play. It's an absolute disgrace, but let's just get right into it. We get absolutely humiliated at home again. I know, deja vu. 24-3, Seattle wins. Yes, 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 we all know. Look, guys, this team is an absolute disgrace yet again. Yet again. And I can talk about how our offensive line can't block, and I knew this team was done. This team was done without Saquon Barkley. Everyone will say, "Oh, I thought you were a Daniel Jones fan and all this." I support my quarterback, but let's be honest. When Daniel Jones does not have Saquon Barkley, there's a 0% chance that we're going to win the game. Yes, you can argue that you should expect more from a quarterback making $40 million a year. I understand that, but that's the facts of the situation. No Saquon, no chance. Just like when we have Saquon Barkley and we don't have Daniel Jones, there's no chance of winning. They need to be both on the field if we have any remote possibility of winning this game. And let's just say the defense is not good. They can't tackle. We all know that as of now. They're just bad. But look, guys, I think we can, like I said, dissect this game to no end. There was at least 10 times where I was laughing my ass off watching it at Twin Peaks. It was a great time. You know, Daniel Jones blowing off Brian Dable, walking past him, not even acknowledging his presence. That was a great moment, of course, being sarcastic there. And also the fact when Brian Dable just throws the tablet like, fuck you, you're fucking shit, Daniel Jones, basically. Look, who wants to be on the New York Giants? I think it's hilarious when I saw Caleb Williams said that the Giants is one of the teams that he will sign for if they draft him. And let's be honest, guys, we're tanking this season. I don't give a shit about winning. The Giants' pride died a long time ago. There has been little to no Giants' pride in the last 6 years. Since 2017, we've been still the worst team in every fucking metric possible, I bet. We are garbage. Worse than the Cleveland Browns. Worse than the Detroit Lions. We are the worst team in the whole fucking league. All 32 teams. The worst team is the New York Football Giants. An absolute disgrace. A fucking joke. And look at our division. Everyone's 2-1. Everyone is 2-1 except us. Well, I'm sorry. Philly's 4-0. Dallas is 3-1, and Washington's 2-2. We are done. Tank for Caleb Williams. Tank for whoever you want. I don't watch too much college football, so tank whatever quarterback you want. We need that guy because let's be honest, Daniel Jones does not elevate anything. He doesn't even elevate my optimism. He doesn't do shit. Daniel Jones is a great quarterback when everything's in place. Everything's planned out, and he's under great coaching. And let's be honest, where the fuck is Brian Dable? He literally won Coach of the Year, and then he disappeared. He is literally turning into slick back hair Ben McAdoo. That's what Brian Dable is. What is he doing? What is that guy doing? We can all get our dicks hard for the comeback win against Arizona, but we still haven't scored a fucking touchdown in the first half of any of the games so far this season. This Giants team is an absolute disgrace. I don't know what else to say. And the constant in these whole 6 years is, guess what? It's the ownership. It's Mara and it's Tish. And they're two fucking clowns that got lucky with last year being an outlier. But they have run this team to the ground. And now the fans, rightfully so, are asking who's really made that decision to extend Daniel Jones and not to extend Saquon Barkley. It's a genuine question. Was that really Joe Shane and Brian Dable's decision to extend Daniel Jones, or was that from ownership meddling yet again? These guys don't know fuck all about football. It shows the last 6 years have been an absolute joke. There was literally empty seats at the beginning of the game. And if I had to take it to this game, I still wouldn't show up if it was a 5-minute walk away from the stadium. They're not worth the effort. Because they don't put any effort. This team's fucking quitting in the first quarter of this game. We can't even catch a fucking punt. We cannot catch a punt. I literally had a friend that has no knowledge of the sport. He watches soccer. And I told him, this is the equivalent of not being able to fucking do a corner kick properly. It's like you run up, you kick the ball, but right before you kick the ball, you slip on your ass, and the ball just rolls like a bowling ball. That's the equivalent of not being able to catch a fucking punt. We can't catch a punt, guys. This team is a fucking mess. I really wish, to continue the soccer analogy, there was relegation in the NFL because should be accountability. There would be actually accountability if we were threatened to go to a worser league. The National Fraud League they should send us. Because every year, Brian Dable, he just came off Coach of the Year. And Daniel Jones got paid. And Saquon Barkley, he came back and got a team-friendly deal, 1-year contract. It's a fucking farce. Absolute farce. When Daniel Jones does not have Saquon Barkley, we have no chance. And when Saquon Barkley has no Daniel Jones, we have no chance. It's done. This season's done. Saquon Barkley, sit out the season, man. Say your ankle's really fucked up. I don't want you getting hurt. And Saquon Barkley is one player. Yes, my dog's named after him. So, yes, I always have to take Saquon's side. But, dude, you fucked up by coming back. You should have sat out the season, man. What's 11 mil? We literally, and I do apologize, the New York Football Giants have wasted one of the best running backs in his own generation. And that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to, guys. Daniel Jones to have any fucking chance of winning a football game in the NFL against a mid team. The Seahawks are mid. They should have been at our level talent-wise this on the roster. Daniel Jones needs a top 5. I'll be generous, and because I know there's Saquon haters, a top 5 back in the league to have a chance at winning. When you give him a rookie and you give him Matt Breida, a veteran in the NFL, he has no fucking chance. He has no chance in hell. He has a snowball's chance in hell in getting anything done. And yet again, we score no touchdowns. It's a joke. It's a joke. Brian Dable, you're a clown. You're a fraud. I swear that Coach of the Year award is an absolute, it's a curse. Jason Garrett won that shit. Fuck that. I don't want my coach winning that award. It's a complete and utter joke. But yeah, Brian Dable's a fraud. Wink Martindale will teach you guys a tackle, for fuck's sake. And Mike Kafka, don't go to work tomorrow. Just stay home. We'll give you a severance pay and fuck off home. Because these coaches failed us. And Joe Shane, let's be honest. Let's throw Joe Shane in this fucking shit show as well. Joe Shane, our GM, our general manager, supposedly one of the smartest, brightest minds in the league. You absolutely suck. You suck. You should have stayed in Buffalo and been an assistant GM. You can't handle New York, man. You can't handle New York. You literally drafted Kayvon Thibodeau, who hasn't really done shit when you compare it to Michael Parsons, because that's the level he should be hitting. He's a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. Michael Parsons wasn't even top 10, I believe. I think he was 11th pick. We passed up on Michael Parsons for Kadarius Toney. And yeah, I know that was the previous regime. But we get that. We get the pick. You get the pick, the 5th pick. Like, hey, we missed out on Michael Parsons from the previous GM. We need to get an equally good pass rusher. And you get Kayvon Thibodeau, who's literally bitching and moaning that they get booed at. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe if you fucking showed up and this team was somewhat respectable, we wouldn't be booing every game. How about that, Kayvon? How about you quit your fucking complaining and be a man and grow some fucking balls and go to work? You know? Simple shit. Do your job. No one does their job at the New York Giants. No one. Not even the GM. Can't even pick players. Evan Neal is literally a turnstile. A 400-pound turnstile. Waste of a pick. Absolute waste of a pick. And what do? Blow it up? I think so. I genuinely think that the Giants need to restart again. Every 2 years, we do this. We sack the manager. We get rid of the coach. We fire him. We get a new GM, and it's just a never-ending cycle. But who's hiring these GMs? Who's hiring the coach? Oh wait, it's the ownership. Two clowns that will never get anything right. I don't know how they won 2 Super Bowls. I don't know how this ownership won 2 Super Bowls. It's like it is literally the equivalent of being 400 pounds. You fucking stink. You don't wear deodorant. You rarely shower, and you got on 2 dates with Livy Dunn. That is the equivalent of what the New York Giants did with those ownerships, with those owners winning those 2 Super Bowls. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But like I said, I'm not the one to dissect every game. I was not completely sober during the game, rightfully so, because fucking hell, I can't watch that shit sober, man. That shit's depressing. But man, the amount of times I laughed at my own team is disgraceful. It's sad. It's depressing. This team. Oh, what we got next week? Next week's Miami. They're gonna fuck us up even more. They beat Denver 70-20. We're gonna rival that. We're gonna rival that. And I wish we played Denver this year because we would really see who's the worst. Or we play Chicago. I really hope we play Chicago. Oh my God, man. This team's disgrace. Tank the season. Do the fans right. Lose all the rest of the games, and let's get the number 1 overall pick. So if you want to trust Daniel Jones yet again, Joe Shane, if you're still here, then we can trust Daniel Jones, and we can move back, and we are the beneficiaries of the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Who wants the first overall pick to get Caleb Williams? Hey, you're gonna have to pay us. You're gonna have to pay us. But yeah, it's tough to be a Giants fan yet again. The season was over after week 1, guys, but we're just trying to see how sorry this team is, how low it gets, and it keeps dropping. It keeps dropping. But honestly, that's all I had to say. Daniel Jones, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. But yeah, this team is fucked. I don't know how else to put it. I'm sure all my Cowboy friends, my Cowboy fans, are happy and laughing their ass off. But fucking hell, man, this team is disgraceful, pitiful. And at this point, I stopped feeling bad for this franchise a long time ago because this is the beauty of American sports here. And one thing that's unique to our sports leagues and everything, with the salary cap, the roster restrictions, all these regulations placed on us, is everyone has the equal amount of resources, basically. So when everyone's given the same amount of money, the most successful person is the most skilled person. And we lack any knowledge, any ingenuity. We lack, like literally, we have our heads up our ass. That's our team. Joe Shane, disgrace. Brian Dable, disgrace. Tish and Mara, fucking disgrace again. But we'll be here. We'll be here watching the Dolphins game, you know. But yeah, just lose every game, please. Dude, that would make me happy. That would make me happy. But my goodness, Pat Shurmur, I was hoping for us to lose every game. Joe Judge, I was hoping to lose every game. And yet again, Brian Dable, I'm hoping to lose every game. What a life. What a life to live as a Giants fan. It's a joke. It's a joke. But Saquon Barkley, it's obvious we're probably going to trade you because why would you extend? We're fucking sorry. I don't blame you. Like I said, I don't blame Saquon Barkley for much. He's literally the only player on this fucking roster that is all pro at his position. He's at that level. And Giants fans were fucking already stabbing him in the back after week 1 because he fucking had he had one interception. Yeah. Well, he got hurt, guys. So he's off the field. And how's it going? How's it going? You still team DJ now? Because it's a fucking joke what we're watching. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I'll try to keep the Giants content coming. It will probably be audio format like this. Way easier on my schedule, being a full-time employee and a full-time college student. So it's just the way it is. But if you enjoyed it, sub up the channel, like the video, comment down below what you guys thought. But this Giants team, it's a fucking joke. There's no other way to say it. This Giants team, it's bad. It's really, really bad. When you don't think it can get worse, it gets even worse. It's really an adventure filled with horrible, horrible surprises. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I'll see you all on the next one.